Welcome to Thursday, the 4th of January, 2024. My name is Jimmy Bradbury. Help people create online businesses around their passion, their skill set, their hobby, whatever it is they're interested in. They want to share that knowledge and experience with other people, help those people move forward in their lives and get paid doing it. Today, I launched a brand new course of mine. I haven't really promoted it because it's something that really is around free training. And I had a group of people that were part of the first program today. And we were talking about, or I was teaching about creating an online course. If you don't know my story, back in 2018, I left behind 25 years of working in the corporate world. I got into the online world, started sharing my knowledge and experience, seeing all these people really doing really well out there. But in the first year, I really struggled in it. And I launched 3 online courses. So I've learned a lot. And in those 3 online courses I launched, I think in total, 2 people bought those 3 courses. One was my daughter, and one was somebody who was out in India. So 2 people bought my first 3 courses, and I spent a whole year putting them all together. And then, long story short, in 2019, I got into a mastermind group in America, and the person who ran the mastermind group is one of these people who is, the person you need to go to if you want to build an online course. Anyway, I got into his mastermind. He showed me how to build online courses. And then in April of that year, I launched my 4th online course, which was around an academy I was teaching in schools in Australia, which was my Young Entrepreneurs Academy. I launched it, and in the first 6 months, over 600 people in all 5 continents around the world bought that online course. People are still buying it today. And it really launched me into the online world. So I was sharing with the group today in the training program how to create a winning online course. And now I'm 5 years further down the road of my journey, and the people that were on the program today were mainly people who were starting. Like, they were me back in 2018. So the issue came up, which comes up a lot, which I wanted to share with you, what I called the curse of knowledge. You have lots of knowledge on a particular topic. You watching this video, you have knowledge on probably more than one topic. And I think the danger, at least I found in the past, and I think it's something people are very, prone to do, is you've got knowledge, so you speak in a way that you assume everybody else has got the same level of knowledge. And I don't know about you, but some people speak in just words that they expect other people to understand. And that's not the case always. So it becomes this curse of knowledge. You've got the knowledge, you assume everybody else has got it. And in fact, particularly when you're teaching online, most people don't have that knowledge. They've come to you to gain the knowledge. They've not come to you to tell them or speak to them in a way that you're assuming they've already got the knowledge. They're wanting to learn. So with the curse of knowledge, here's a couple of things that I want to share with you today that hopefully can help you when this situation arises for you. Because I know it arises for me a lot, but I got much more awareness around it. So first thing is awareness. Just being aware when the situation arises that you've got that knowledge on the topic that somebody has come to you for. And it could be something really small, like, I don't know, how do you bake bread? How do you bring up 4 children as a single parent? How do you drive a car? Just simple things that we take for granted because we've already got the knowledge. So what you have to do is, 1, be aware of it. The second thing is you've got to, and this is hard, but if you've got awareness, then you've got a chance, is you've got to take yourself back to where you were when the people that you're teaching or you're sharing or you're helping are currently. So in my case, like this morning, when I was teaching on my whiteboard how to create a winning online course, I had to take myself back to 2018 and think to myself, what were the things that I needed to understand back in 2018 that could help me take the next step forward? And one of the things for me was, how is it, one is, why is it that my courses in 2018 were not resonating with my audience? Why was it? Because I was teaching, and I was teaching good points, but it just wasn't sitting with my audience. And the reason was that, as I taught today in my training, was that there is a lot more to teaching people in an online course than just giving them the steps. You know, here are the 10 things you need to do. With online courses, they're largely around self-training. So if you're in an online course, or maybe you're in a remote situation where you're actually in a university, or you're in a school and you're there studying on your own. And the great teachers are the ones who are able to connect with you in that situation in a way beyond just the teaching the steps. So I'll give you an example. One of the areas that I was helping the students with today was, and this was a big thing for me when I actually got it in place, was that you've got to be able to connect with the people emotionally on camera who are watching your program, because they get it maybe practically, they get the rational part of what it is you're teaching, but emotionally, or the thought process, or the resilience that's needed, they need help with that. And we can't overlook this. And that is a key thing if you're building an online course. That if you're building an online course, you need to be able to connect with your audience emotionally, mentally, how they think, emotionally, how they feel, and help them build that resilience that helps them get through that self-education. And that's so important, because it's you know, the old, I'm sure you've been in school, I was, and the teacher would be at the end of the classroom and they just teach to you. And you see, you know, I had a big awakening to this later in my life when I went back to the schools in Australia to teach my Young Entrepreneurs Academy. I would kind of segue another teacher who would be finishing up a class, and I would sit in that class like for the last 15 minutes. And the kids were bored out of their minds. They were just absolutely bored because the teacher was at the end of the room and they were just teaching in a way was like, I've recited this book I've read and now I'm going to teach you about it. There was no emotional connection with the students, with the kids. And as a result, the kids were bored. And it's the same thing with adult teaching. If you've got an online course, or you're in a remote place and you're going through a self-education process of a course or a program or a university degree, you've got to have a teacher who can connect with you emotionally and help you build the resilience through your thinking mentally and through your emotions and your feeling, and help you get through it. And that's absolutely key. And that was only one of the other things. There's total 11 things that I was teaching the students today in how to build a winning online course. So whatever your topic is, whatever it is you've got knowledge in, be really careful when you're sharing that with other people, that don't assume just because you've got the knowledge that other people have got the same level of knowledge as well. Remember, most people come to you to help. So you've got to be able to take them back to where it is you were at the time they are, and share with them how it is you took that journey to be able to get successful like you are today. So hopefully that's been helpful for you today. Curse of knowledge happens every single day for me, but at least today I'm more aware of it. I'm not perfect, no way, but I'm a lot better than I was 5 years ago, particularly when it comes to building online businesses and online courses. So share that with you today on this Thursday, the 4th of January, 2024. If you want to know more about me, my website is jimmybradbury.com. That's Jimmi Bradbury.com. There's lots of free content there, lots of my courses and programs. See lots of testimonials. So if you're interested, have a look at my website, and love to get your comments as well. Wherever you are in the world today, have a great Thursday, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.